Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. How's it doing? Hopefully, everyone's doing just fine. I am doing okay. It has been a bit of a hot minute. I think we did stream um Wednesday last week. Maybe it was Thursday of last week. We did do a short, well, not short. We did do a stream. It was Heather and I playing, trying to play catch up on Final Fantasy 14 with the main story. So hopefully we could get back to that here soon. Let me move this up. Sorry, I'm a little tired. It's been a hot minute. I really got any good sleep, and I don't know why. I don't know why it's been like that. I haven't been able to sleep very well as of late. And normally I don't sleep well on the nights that I have to go to work the next day. My issue is that I am constantly thinking that I'm going to oversleep. I'm going to oversleep. I'm going to miss work. And next thing I know, I'm going to be late for work. And I have like alarms. I have my phone. I have actually a few different alarms on my phone. I have my alarm for Google. Just turned itself. I'm a little scared that it's become of itself. It's going to kill us all. No, that's not the right word. You know what it was because of my G-O-O-G-L. Oh, Annie, please help. Please. All right. That being said, I do have that set up to go off. My biggest fear about all of that is that I will be sleeping and something happens to the power. Because you never know. You never dictate outside forces, especially when you're asleep. You know, somebody hits a telephone pole, a light pole, something happens, power gets knocked off. So that's completely dead. Luckily, one of my biggest fears was there for a while with my ASP, it would randomly cut off. And it wasn't, oh, you just need to get a different route. No, it was the ISP. And it was throughout the city, because everybody, it's my ISP is through my utility department, so water, electric, internet, and if I wanted to I could get home and TV, but I don't do landlines, which landlines isn't bad. I think that they're overpriced now. Like back in the day, okay, I understood because we didn't have cell phones. Now everybody has a cell phone. Nobody really has a purpose for a landline unless there's something else, going down that road. But now, like I said, there's no need for a landline. I don't pay for a landline. But anyways, I digress. So while the utility department was expanding their coverage, there was a lot of strain on the servers, I guess, and they weren't 100% prepared for it. So what eventually happened was that it caused rolling disconnect, I think would be the best way to put it. There wasn't a blackout. I mean, the lights didn't go off. It was just you had no internet. So, and sometimes we'd be down 12, 13, 20 hours. But because it wasn't a full 24 hours, they wouldn't compensate us. So I think it's complete and utter bullshit. If I'm paying for a service to be instantly on, constantly connected, and ready to go at a moment's notice, you should stand by that. And if you can't stand by that, then don't charge me that hefty fee for it. But I digress. That's a whole different story, whole different can of worms that I don't know if I want to get into or get into right now. Anyways, so luckily the home mini, even if it cuts off, like if the internet's cut off, it's useless. You cannot use it. You cannot set an alarm. You cannot set a time. It will not answer you. It just says I cannot connect to the internet right now. It is useless unless you already have an alarm set for it. If you have the alarm already set for it, then you're good to go. It will remember that alarm. It does have like an internal clock that it will keep up with. Now it won't tell you that time from its internal clock, but it does have an internal clock. So that being said, I did find out that the good way. Next was, power cuts off, my phone dies, then what's that, So power cuts off, and if the power cuts off, the home minis it doesn't matter what's saved on the home mini, doesn't matter if the internet's turned on, it's all, anyways, the power's cut off. So I'm always under that fear that I'm going to oversleep. I'm always under that fear that something's going to happen outside of my control when it comes to me having to get up in the morning to go to work or anything else. Well, I didn't have to work today. Now, normally, when I don't have to work, it's not a bad sleep process. I pretty much sleep pretty well throughout the night. But for some odd reason, I kept thinking maybe I didn't set the alarm for Heather to get up for work because I set the alarm for it. Now, she has her phone set up, on a constant basis, so I don't really need to worry about that. But it helps me out. It helps me out tremendously. And I absolutely need that. That ease of mind. But last night, there was no ease of mind. It was just a straight, I don't know about this. So, I am really tired. I do apologize. We are a 2.5 hour late start because one, I took Heather some coffee to work, and two, I had to wait for something to be shown up at the apartment, which I missed when I went out to go get Heather her coffee, but they came back and they gave it to me, which was fine. And then just getting everything set up for the stream. All that happened around that time. So I just had to wait a little bit. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow or not, and if I do, it might be a little bit later. Because because pest control is coming tomorrow. They will be here tomorrow to be spraying for bugs. Of course, we don't have any bugs, and because the bug guy does such a good job at keeping any apartments that's infested, secluded to within itself and dealing with it that way. So the infestation doesn't spread amongst the other apartments. And that's always the thing that you have to deal with apartments is you have to be careful, because if one apartment becomes infested, it's very easy for other apartments to become infested with bugs as well, just because of the nature of the habitats and whatnot. And I've had to deal with that. We didn't become overly infested here. I would see them, and it would progressively, like I would see one every once a month. I might see a bug, and then eventually, and I try to keep a clean apartment, and then eventually it got to the point where I'm seeing 1 or 2 or 3 almost per day, and still a clean apartment. They're just coming from an outside source. And then when the apartment manager, or when the apartment owner actually, or property owner, I should say, sold the property and the apartments, the new property manager that came in ended up getting a new bug guy. And they are just far and beyond better than what we had. And everyone that had been here for a while, been here for that ownership, remembers, those issues. And we all felt like that pest control guy then was taking advantage, wasn't really doing their job. Like, they'd show up, they'd spray, but they weren't doing anything. This person comes in, he sprays. I know he sprays because I've watched him countless times. 9 times out of 10, I'm off work. So it's not a big deal. And I haven't had an issue. Every so often I might get the little stink bug, but there's stink bugs. I'm not going to be able to get rid of stink bugs. If you live in the South, you know. So I don't even know how I got it. Oh yeah, talking about tomorrow's stream possibly being canceled because of that. So I'll be waiting for him. And he doesn't. It's not a. It's a surefire date, just not a surefire time when he'll show up to be at any point in time. But it also gets me ready to edit part 1 of episode 4. If you haven't already, go check out episode 3. Go check out episode 3. Let me give you that link. Real. All right. Copy. All right, here is that link. Go check it out. That is the House Hunters, the Final Fantasy House Hunters YouTube page with all of season 1 and so far season 2, which is up to 3 episodes. Season 4 it will drop this week, this Saturday. Every Saturday at noon, a new episode comes up. Episode 4 is actually, it's a tad bit weird, honestly. It is all right. So season 4. Sorry, I had to look at something. Season 4 or episode 4, season 2 is actually split amongst 3 weeks, 3 separate episodes. But it's all considered episode 4. It's not each individual episode because it all goes with the same theme of us looking back. It's our mid-season episode. So we made it a little bit longer. What we did was in episode 4, which is airing this week, is we go back to season 1 and we look at some of the best and worst houses of season 1. And them also are the most unique, to see if they have the same owners, if they've changed anything, if they haven't changed anything, and where they stand now with our tastes, how our tastes have evolved with the Final Fantasy House Hunters project, and us going through, Heather and I going through and looking at all these houses back then, on how all of that has worked out, and just to see overall if they improved upon what we asked them to improve on, because we do at the and if you've watched any of the episodes, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down there, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out, it helps Heather out, and it lets us know that our work is not being unappreciated. It's actually being appreciated, that we're doing something good, that we're doing something that's worthwhile. And it keeps that drive to keep doing it. So we would really greatly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button on that YouTube channel. But with every time that we look at a house, we actually post, if they have one, they have a message book at their house. We actually post, hey, we let them know what their ratings are, and we say, hey, come view us at, and we leave this URL. It's tiny URL. And the reason, now episode or season 1, we actually had them go to my own YouTube channel youtube.com/RockRoberts. But the way that everything is set up now on YouTube, it's better if you're, instead of playlist, because back then like 2 years ago, playlist was what you would do. You would separate everything in playlists, and it made it a lot easier for people. Like, hey, I only want to watch this playlist. So you could still get multiple people into the same channel that have different taste. But now it's not like that. Like, they still have playlists and everything, but it doesn't push the playlist. It pushes the channel. And if you're looking at a channel that, hey, I only want to see this content from this creator, and I'm showing you content that you don't like from this creator, you're not going to look back at that creator. You might unsubscribe or whatever, and you might miss that content. So what I decided to do after talking to some people is just create an entire channel just dedicated to Final Fantasy House Hunters. So with that, the URL became very long. So we had to shorten the URL, and I might even shorten it a little bit more in the upcoming months. You know, I'm using a tiny URL, and I might even shorten it even more after that. I might actually buy its own domain. So season 2, episode 4 is us going back to season 1 and looking at a bunch of the houses there and seeing if they looked at the original videos, if they looked back and they saw what we had said about their designs of their houses, and see if they changed. And there was a lot of surprises that we didn't anticipate. Now, I don't want to spoil anything. Yeah. And another thing that we want to look was, and we do mention this a lot in the episode, is ownership. They had changed the way that they did stuff. Final Fantasy did on ownership as to how they do housing. And I don't remember what the original policy was, but the new policy is if you don't log in and go to your house, I think it's just log in, but it could possibly be go to your house in a period of 30 days, your shit's up for demolition, to be deleted, taken off, is gone. So with that, a lot of people would buy houses. Something happens outside of their control, something in real life happens, and they have to take a step back from the game. And upon doing that, they wait too long, and now their properties are gone. So that was something that we wanted to look at as well, is the same owner still owning the same property? And like I said, it had been 2022 when we did these. And so 2 years have passed, almost a year and a half, 2 years have passed. So a lot can happen in that amount of time. A lot of that can happen in any game, let alone an MMO that has like a strict, hey, you need to be subscribed every month, you know, just about in order to keep your stuff. Which I understand. I'm not going to bash it that much, because I understand the policy. I understand why the policy is there. You only have a certain amount of plots for people to do housing. I also understand that with that, you only have a certain amount of plots for just individual housing, because some areas are just for free companies / guilds, and that is a bit it is a bit overwhelming on trying to keep up with all of that stuff when you have a lot of new players coming in. Final Fantasy 14 blew up over the last couple of years, and you know, pandemic wise and whatnot helped with that, and just word of mouth, and just people realizing, hey, there's a better way to play MMOs. This is an amazing way to play MMOs. I can get on my PC, play on my PC, Now, granted, it does cost a little bit extra to do this. I will say that. But I could get on my PC and say, you know what? I want to go take this into the living room. Go into the living room and play it on my PS5 or PS4. And eventually you'll be able to do it on your Xbox. And just the ease of being able to transfer all that is just amazing. It's an amazing thing, and it makes that game so much more accessible because not everybody has a PC. Not everybody has a PC that could run Final Fantasy XIV, but you might have a PS4. PS4s are relatively cheap compared to PS5s. Go get a PS4 and you can play this game. And it's something Glacial and I was actually talking about in his stream before I started mine. It is a bit of a work. If you do not set it up from the get-go, it is a bit of a hassle to link your PS5 account or service account to a PC and vice versa. I don't know if you can link PS5 to Steam. I know you can from Steam to PS5 because I've done it. Now the problem is you got to buy it all out again for the most part. You have to buy the base game and the expansions. You're basically buying the licenses to play it on whatever platform you're going to be playing it on. So you could essentially be buying the game 2, possibly 3 times. I'll be ending up buying it 3 different times, each expansion 3 different times, just because I want that ease of access. I want to be able to play it on my PC, play it on an Xbox, play it on PS5, play it wherever. I want to be able to do that. And that's what's good about that game. So, but because of that, you know, they had to redo their housing system, and it was really cool to see how those effects have changed over the past 2 years when it comes to Final Fantasy housing. And you will see some of that in the next 3 weeks when all 3 parts of episode 4 come out. So no stream tomorrow, possibly. If there is, it will be an extremely late stream. If it's too late, I'm just not going to bother doing it. I will probably be editing part 1, part 2, and if I can, part 3 of episode 4, season 2, as well as getting some stuff done for the AWF launch on WWE 2K23. I know 2K24 is coming out. I might get that. There looks like to be a lot of really cool features that they're going to add into the universe mode, which is what I would use for like to stream or post on YouTube and whatnot. So I'm gonna there's some stuff I need to work on there as well and getting that stuff going. But here we're not going to be doing much. We're going to be doing maybe one career thing, career path today on Eve. And then from there, I don't know what we will do. We might end up, and tomorrow we'll probably be back at some Eve. I need to get on some Destiny off stream just so it is what it is. Play some Destiny 2 off stream. I haven't played it in hot, just because I just haven't had no desire to play it. But what I have had a desire to play, what I've had this huge desire to play is surprisingly No Man's Sky. I know, right? It's weird. I want to play some No Man's Sky. It's not even No Man's Sky that I want to play either. I kind of want to play. I want to play No Man's Sky. I want to play some Elite Dangerous. I want to get into Power World. I want to play like a really. These games I know aren't, but I want to play a really cool, easy, chilled, survival sort of games like that. It's kind of what I want to play. I do have Star Wars, The Old Republic that I've been playing off stream. You might have seen me play it here or there. And I use that normally as a test to see how things are running. But before we jump into stuff, if you haven't already, all my socials are at the bottom. scrolling right here, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter or X, the actual website that takes you to the Gilded website. All that's down at the bottom. It's also down in the panels. Check it out. Please go ahead. I am trying to get... Now, TikTok is not down there. Username's the same. Same name across all platforms, Rock Roberts. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers on TikTok. That way I can go live on TikTok. And I want to test some stuff out on TikTok as well. But I'm using that as a segue into this little rant before, we go into gameplay. And this goes out to streaming software, broadcasting software, as it's more appropriately called. Now, I use OBS. I use just baseline OBS. I've been using it for a few years now. Now, I do go back between OBS and Slobs, which Slobs is Streamlabs OBS. And I think they dropped the OBS out because basically OBS is open source. OBS is open source, but if you're going to use it, they like for you to credit them. And I don't think Streamlabs was credited them for the OBS, foundation that they had built their platform on, their software on. There's a big, huge thing about that. I don't exactly remember. You can find it online. But I do go back and forth sometimes. So from here on out, when I talk about Streamlabs or Streamlabs OBS, I would just be calling it Slobs because that's just what I call it. It's a lot easier to say. It's not as much of a mouthful as Streamlabs or Streamlabs OBS. It's not that difficult. Anyways, Slobs has introduced this new feature. It allows you to do a dual output. Now, they do have multi-stream. So you could stream to multiple channels, which there is a service out there called Restream, which is kind of what I do. If you haven't already, I do have a YouTube channel that all of my streams go directly to. It's not my main YouTube channel just because it's long content. It's called Rock Roberts Replays. That right there allows me to just keep my streams in place. So if you YouTube Rock Roberts Replays, you'll see my past streams there just in case these VODs get deleted or whatever. Or they come up missing, who knows. But back to the original point. I need to quit getting sidetracked. Back to the original point. If you buy their Ultra, if you subscribe to Slobs, which I believe is $20 a month, and you do get a lot of tools. You get a lot of tools for $20 a month. And if you are a new streamer, if you're new into the world of streaming, you don't know what to do, and you look at OBS and it's just a complete blank canvas and you don't know what to do, where to start, you have no overlays. You see all these people with these really cool overlays like me. I have this really cool overlay. And I have all this really cool features. I did pay for the overlay itself. I did pay for a lot of the others, and I think the overlay for this scene right here is the only thing that I did pay for. And I think the webcam outline over some of the stuff in some of my other scenes are paid for by a couple of dollars, not that much. But other than that, I've done it all by myself. But for a new streamer, someone that's just getting into the game that is trying to make it big, that's a lot to get into. Well, Slobs gives you tools. You have to pay them $20 a month to use said tools, but they give you the tools. So does Stream Elements. And Stream Elements are free, but that's something completely different. And I believe Stream Elements, while they're a good service, I believe that they added a few extra steps that don't need to really be added. Anyways, this dual output that Slobs have, where you can have this right here, how I'm talking to you right now, how you're seeing everything right now, this you know, 1920 by 1080 or whatever it is, but you get what I'm saying. The landscape mode. They also have the vertical, so the portrait mode as well. So which is like what you would normally look at on your phone, such as TikTok or YouTube Shorts. So you can output through that as well. So in that you can set that up to look however you want it, and it looks. And if you can get it set up, you can get it dialed in. It looks absolutely great. And the great thing about that is there is no tax to your GPU or your CPU. At least on my case, I don't see that bogging it down to the point to where I'm like, oh my god, I can't even stream. Let me stop the stream, see what's going on. Now, OBS has lots of plugins that you can use. One of them, I'm not even going to even attempt to name it, but it's like AI turn, I guess but it allows you. It's a plugin. It's a service that allows a plugin called a vertical canvas. And what it does is with this vertical canvas, it does like the dual output that Slobs does. Now, why is this important? Because it gives you the same ability that Slobs gives you, except this one's a little bit different. With this, you could legit clip just that part of the stream and post that through social media. That is amazing. That is amazing. I love that feature. I use that feature, or I attempt to use that feature. It bogs down my PC to the point to where it bogs down the stream to the point to where I have to actually stop it. I can't run it. Or I have to run either the stream at 720 and the clipping software at 1080, or vice versa. I can't run both of them at 1080p like I would like, where I can with Slobs. So here goes the rant. Ready for the rant. This is out to Slobs. This is out to this is to Streamlabs. Streamlabs, this is to you. Fix it where I can record off of the vertical dual output, just the vertical alone. Allow me to record just that part with a touch of a button as a clip. I can do it in OBS. I can press this button right here. It says clip, and it would clip that for me. So I already have that set up. There is no extra 45-minute to an hour-long process of getting everything lined up how I want to in a whole different software program. It is already right there. Go ahead, get that, set that up for me. Why isn't it already a thing? If that was already a thing, it would be no questions, none whatsoever. I would pay $20 a month for that, just to have that feature where it doesn't bog down my PC like the current plugin on OBS does. That's what I want. That's what I want, and I can guarantee you is what a lot of other streamers want as well. Less work for us on the back end makes our lives a lot easier and allows us to produce better content on the front end. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Okay. With that being said, we are going to go ahead and get into some EVE Online. All right. EVE Online. I think I need to change this capture device. Oh, that's the reason why. Okay. I'm trying to find it. Ah! It was up, now it's not. See if I can get it up and going here. Need the help panel. There it goes. There we go. We got it. We got it, folks. Took a minute, but we got it. We got it to work. All right, so, and this game has been really laggy today. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, everything's being really laggy all of a sudden. Like, this game just probably crash here in a second. I don't know why it's crashing. Like, I do have everything set on high. Yeah. Not responding. We're going to go ahead and crash it. Because that was unfortunate. Let me pull up Steam real fast, stop it through Steam, and see what happens after that. All right, stopping. Not something I like to have to do. I don't like have to force quit a game, but sometimes it's understandable. So like I was talking about with overlays, like all this I have basically done myself. I have created all this by myself for the most part, with a couple of help of going through some YouTube tutorials, finding it all out. But if you look underneath me, how my socials are and how my alerts, my alerts are, you will see how there's like this animation. I did buy that for like a couple of dollars because at the time I was doing an entire Vegeta overlay, and I still like in the background a lot of the Vegeta overlay is still there. That never did change. Get this back up going now. The launcher came up, and then there's the launcher. Launcher gonna stay. Let's play. And I hate this. Is Final Fantasy is also one of the worst things to do this to. I hate launchers in a game. Like, I already have to have Steam. Why do I need a separate launcher? Why am I still downloading? Like, and this is what I don't like about this. Is one of the things I don't like about launchers. Somebody brought this up. All right, logging in. This is what somebody had brought this up in a post. I don't understand why my picture doesn't show up there anymore. On Reddit. No, on Steam. It was a Steam post. It was about Final Fantasy 14, them trying to get everything working on Final Fantasy 14. We need to put a skill and training here. Skill and training. Let's see plant. Can't do no planet management. Corporate management. All right, we're gonna apply our skill points. That's all I can do. See, and this right here is the reason why I understand it's free to. This game is free to play. It costs me absolutely nothing to do it. It costs you absolutely nothing to play this game, but man, do they really push that subscription? They really push that. Hey, get some Omega. Buy your some Omega time. Um, because now I can't do anything with that Omega type. Fleet support. Sky. My skill points. Ooh, I can actually do.
Skill training completed.
Or now it's.
Completed.
Now I need to actually buy the Omega. Um, structure management. Um, that,
Skill training completed.
that's done. All right, so there's a lot of shields here that I could probably do. There's a lot of shields. What about production? Where am I at production? Got one that's completely done in production. The rest of it is Omega time, which I hate. Once again, I hate. But I understand. Like I said, I understand. I understand that I need to kind of make money. Subsystems, nothing but trade. So it looks like science. Science is the same way. I do have some things already done with science. So we're gonna start with armor. We're gonna buy all of this skill stuff that we need. That way we at least have everything. For armor. All right. See what we can do as far as skill point. All right, that's done. Oh, I can do more. That's nice. All right.
Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
Like I said, ooh, I think this one might. Yeah, that'll take everything that I have, basically. Plus some. So yeah, we're not gonna mess with the hull upgrades, but shit, that's 19. That's a lot.
Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
We're not gonna mess with the mechanics. I think that would be like more than what I can. Yeah.
Skill training
But
completed.
once we get to once we get to where we need to be at,
Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
once I figure out what's left to
Skill training completed.
that we can actually
Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
actually do without the Omega clone status, then we will start lining those up to get that done. All right, that's done. There's a lot here. All right, so that being said,
training completed. Skill training completed. Skill
Alright, so
training
we got that to Omega. Got that to Omega. I knew that would be Omega. Alright, that one I do not want to touch. Anything that's like a day or so, I don't really want to touch.
skill training completed.
You know, 6 hours is kind of pushing it because it's like 5,000,
Skill training completed.
but I don't mind spending the 5,000.
Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
Like I said, days, I don't really want to touch days. 32,000, yeah, that's a lot.
Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
You can normally see if it has like a little orange box.
Skill training completed.
You know it's going to be an Omega after you get so far. So, like this one, I'll be able to get to quite a few before
Completed. Skill training
yeah, that's
completed.
gonna be the last one I do there. That's the day. So yeah, all right, that's done. A couple of things to buy and inject here. All right, electronic warfare. Hey man, how's it going? Stream's going not too bad. Got a late start, and then did vent for a bit.
Skill
Other than that, everything's going great. How are you doing? How's the doctor? I know that you said that you had a doctor's appointment. So have you already been?
skill training completed.
And if you did, hopefully everything went well.
Skill training completed. Skill training completed. Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
All right, I think that does all of that. Aaron. And I am sorry for your Lions. I was really rooting for them. I actually thought they was going to do it. I thought the Lions were going to do it. I thought the Lions was going to come back, and I thought the Lions was basically in the lead all the way towards the end. I thought they were going to show out. Really had hopes for them.
Skill training completed.
Now we gotta
Completed.
be careful on how we do these. I am getting a little low in skill points.
Skill training completed. Skill training completed. Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
All right, so anything over, I think, let's see, what's this, 14 hours is like what, 13? Yeah, anything that's 14 hours or higher, we're not going to even touch. So, all that's done. Fleet support, I think that's all. Can't do nothing with the fleet report. Got a lot of stuff to do here. I don't even know how much, got 5 million total skill points. Some places, some groups that you can join here want you to have a minimum of like
Training completed.
1 billion skill points
Skill training completed.
used, which
Skill training completed.
I think is outrageous, honestly.
Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
All right, so I have to train this bad boy. So yeah, there's. I hate the fact that I have to get so much so far before it allows me to. Oh crap! I didn't even realize that I still had stuff down here for it. I can do this one.
Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
Holy crap! There's a lot for gunnery. Which honestly is what we will be doing here shortly is gunnery. A lot of this I can't even use currently. I just
Skill training.
I kind of just want to get them, buy them, so whenever I
Skill training.
am able to get to it, it's there. Okay. Missiles. Holy crap. All right. Woo. Guys, we have an ad that's starting in about a minute. Ad is starting in about a minute.
Skill training completed. 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 Skill training completed.
Now I know I'm probably doing this backwards, fast backwards, because you'd probably want to save your points up for like the day long ones. I just want to get the crap taken care of right now.
Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
All right. I think my navigation for the most part is do warp drive.
Skill training completed.
Not as much for that. Yep. Yep. Rip yippers. Yeah. Okay.
Skill training completed. Skill training completed. Skill training completed.
Oh, that's done. Go to rigging. Wow, I didn't do anything for rigging. Less than 30 seconds for the ad, folks. Less than 30 seconds for the ad. Oh, so this is the only one that I can do.
Skill
Yep.
training completed.
All right. Cannon. Not doing that. All right. It's done for.
Skill training completed.
I think this is gonna be like so social. Ooh, man. Okay, can't do any three of those. That's kind of bad. Criminal connection.
Skill training
Oh, let's
completed.
see. Well, we'll do some diplomacy. I don't mind doing
Skill
this.
training completed.
Oh crap, baskets. At least I'm going by and getting all this crap. 9 mil. All right. And trade. Okay, so basically we are, as far as I can tell, we are good. Um, we've bought all of our stuff for we bought all the skills. We just don't haven't used them. We've bought and injected all the available skills. Let's add these. Can't do it. Hmm. Okay, so now we're on to the next part. This is that if you get an item. Oh crap. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. All right, we are going. Exit out of here. All right, we are going to do the career soldier of fortune because he has something for us. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start this, get a little bit of cash, and go down this career path here, and then hopefully finish this off, and then go from there. Um. All right. So this is my actual. I like using this one whenever I do my dog fights, if you will. My more advanced.
Warp drive active.
Been a hot minute since I've done any of this, so. All right. Activation gate. Activate gate. That's my mining laser. My mining laser. Ooh, I don't have hardly any.
Warp drive active.
All right, everything is loaded up. Destroy the hostile. All right. Lock target. And up. All right, block. All right, that was easy. Let's go dock.
Active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right. Start the conversation. Get our cash. Do the mission. Yeah. All right. Oh my god, there's 10 missions here. That was 5. There's 10. All right. Request mission. Current ship does not meet. All right. All right. Now we gotta fit this bad boy. You have nothing on you. Oh, that's basically all I got. All right. All right, so let's see if I can find some inventory. I don't think I have any. Open cargo hold. Oh, okay. You do that. Yeah. Oh. Hmm. Apartment. Category 1. You gave me some monies. Somebody gave me some monies. Let me look at my wallet. Where's my wallet at? Transaction. Player donation. Well, whoever donated, I do appreciate. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Hey boy, CEO, thank you. I do appreciate it. Is there anything in chat? I don't see nothing in chat. I do appreciate it. Let's go buy Fittings. Cars for tribute, reload time, damage, description. All right, so it takes its own. All right, so go out there. Let's do this and try to get this done as soon as possible so we can head back here and try to finish the rest of this before the end of the stream because, ow, 10. Not that. I really do need to figure out what is going on
Warp drive active.
with the with my PC setup. It shouldn't lag like that. I know it doesn't lag whenever I'm just playing, so maybe it's just this. OBS should not, like, my CPU is not even 1%, so activate gate. Let's go. Now, once we get back, before I accept, before I finish it, remind me to unfit everything from this ship back in my inventory, because my thing is I am scared that I'm going to fit it so I can do this mission, and when I get back to like, well, ship's ours and everything that you attach to it, so that part would suck. So now Serpent's hideout. Approach. We're gonna lock the target. Now we're supposed to be detonating stuff. Oh no. get out of there.
Active.
That was pretty fast. Oh no. Yep.
Docking permission requested. Docking request.
I don't even get to keep the ship. I don't even get to dock the ship. Wow. Wow. That's some bullshit. That was some bullcrap. Just message me. I heard it.
In trying times, the last thing you need is a partner you can trust. Trust the Bank of Luminary.
Yeah, we're gonna need to buy some stuff. So, to the market. Before we go here, actually, let me go back to my ship. That sucked. That sucked. All right. Inventory. Gear. Before I accept anything else. I'll take you in a second. Hold on, guy. All right. I just still have that in there. All right. Find the fleet. Find the fleeing pirate and activate your civilian warp structure. Prevent an escape. You're authorized to kill any escort vessels that you see, but do not the primary target. We cannot kill the primary target, folks. We cannot kill the primary target. Cannot do it. All right. So, fit the ship. All right. So let's off. My inventory, ship hangar. So it is a 2. Hey man, how you doing? How was the stream? Finally get some houses done? And then hopefully everything worked out like it was supposed to for you. You got your stuff taken care of. Got your house painted in the game. Just gonna grab lunch or just a snack. Nom 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 nom. Here you guy. Get off me. Get off me. I'm a little hungry. Well,
Active.
I got breakfast this morning. When I went and got Heather's coffee this morning. She's like, "Hey, thanks for getting me coffee. Since you got me coffee, here's some breakfast." So she got me some breakfast. Um, so all right. So Flame Pirate. Track. Need to now these right here. Probably I have to use it within 20 km. So, uh, so let's get to gotta get close. 38 kilometers. I gotta get within 20 kilometers. All right. I can't get it to get any closer. Lock target. Am I just stuck here? Like I feel like this is like 24. Can I get him to 23? Can I get him to 20? 2, 21, 20. Let's see if it works. All right.
Warp drive active.
That was a pain in my ass. All right. I'm gonna set
Docking permission requested.
Just-
Docking request accepted.
do everything. Maybe that might help. Maybe that might. All right. Hopefully that helps a little bit. All right. So let's start the conversation. Give me monies. Give me my monies.
Are you ready to lead the way? Do you have what it takes to shape the future? Then Federation fleets want you in command.
Crap. What a- All right. So we don't need scanning. So 2, 3. We might get to 5. All right. So vessel nearby was attacked by pirates. The only who are left for dead is in a disabled vessel. You need to repair the ship with a remote.
We are all citizens of this Federation.
All right.
Support your fellow citizens.
All right. You know, item. There's my doing compactor. Let's. All right. So. Unfit modulator. Yep. Inventory. There you go. All right. Let's go. We got it.
Warp drive active.
All right, damaged vessel. Throat. All right. All right, so then no, I want to use it. So I can use those, but I can't use it. Why can't I use that? I want. Says it's online, but I'm not seeing it. In a high power slot, I have the. All right, so we're gonna take some of these offline. We currently have 34%. Online. So just grab honey bun hard. Not going anywhere. I mean, if it works, right? All right, let's just turn all these back online. Online. My power grid's at 17%. What is soaking up all my power? That's what was soaking up all my power. All right. Capacitors at 20%. Once we get this done, I'll put everything back up. 6, 7, 28. Just gonna take a hot minute. Where are we at? We're at 57%. %, 79. We're at 80. We got 15 more percent left. This is becoming a headache. More percent. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I just... All right. Online. New. All right. It is online. It will not let me bring it. My power slot charges. It's 1 minute. You know what? Let's go back. Orbit at limiter. Let's see if that works. Like I am legit trying to find out why I can't get this. It says offline. You know. We're gonna go dock, reseat everything, take some stuff out, see what happens, because this is just... I don't know why it's not activating.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay.
Commuters are advised, protests are currently disrupting promenade traffic. Visit the promenade to witness our democracy in action.
All right. Let's look at our inventory. Maybe there was something that I missed.
Calgary creds come cheap, but they're paid for in blood. Report illegal Calgary assets to federal authorities. Bring us the truth. We'll deliver the justice.
All right. So,
Verdant forests, vibrant life forms, majestic mountains.
uh,
Visit the jewel of the Federation, free of the troubles of war. Intaki Virtual Tours, a vacation worth fighting for.
see if I can find out something.
Do you have what it takes to shape the future? Then Federation fleets what you in command. Enjoy the majesty of Long Bay Opera from the comfort of your pod. Available on Hollyphone for the first time, watch these Gmail cultural classics performed by the legendary Lesotho Opera Company.
All right. So supposedly, I was supposed to get a remote shield booster.
Commuters are advised protests are
See,
currently
he gave me this.
traffic. Visit the promenade to witness our democracy in action.
Let's see here. Online. Type. All right, so yeah, I don't have that icon right here.
Warp drive active.
Damaged vessel. Approach. Keep at range. But we are going to target. Right. Oh, it's up here. I don't like. No. And it's not. Why is it not popping up? I don't understand. So I guess I need to have a ship that. Let's go back.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take that off and
Request accepted.
put a new one on. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Unfit it. We're going to go in our inventory. Ship hanger. Show info. Power slots. We will go into the fitting of this ship. Take some of this out. We don't need this. Pod. All right, now we are going to bring up our inventory. All right, so info. Fitting.
From Barmany to Chart Lane, from Kentucky to Luminaire, from president to technician, we are all citizens of this federation. Support your fellow citizens.
This is getting on my nerves. I really don't know what the hell's going on, and it is really ticking me off. I don't know why this isn't working. All right, let's see here.
Beware an old man in a hurry. Thanks to our old man, you can relax and let our drones do the work. Creodron, buy or beware.
Do I have the required skill? See if I have the. I should have the required skills. Let's see. All right, so the remote armor, remote air system. See here, armor, air systems. I need one. I got that one. Mechanic, 3, which I have 4 of. Air system, which I do have. Air systems. I have 2. I have then mechanic. So I feel like I have.
From Asteroids Thrice, we bring only the finest resources to your station. Astral mining
I feel like I
incorporates
have it.
resources you need to succeed.
Stable. Faster stable. Let's just undock. See if we can get this. Who knows? There it is.
Warp drive active.
Maybe I just wasn't able to use it in that vehicle. So maybe that's what it was. Needs to be closer than. Finally. Good gracious, that was a pain in my arse. A pain in my ass. But we got it. We got it, and now we're heading back. All right.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
There. Take it. Take it. Take that crap.
Do you have what it takes to save the pilot safely thruster? Then Federation fleets want you to fly logistics.
Probably sell all these because I don't need any of it. All right. Get my cash.
Justice may be blind, but democracy is transparent.
think that might be it for the day. We didn't really do much. Hoping to get a little bit more going, but just see if I still have everything in my other ship. All right. See if I have everything here. What my fit looks like on here. All right, we're still good fit wise on. It depletes in 57 seconds, so I really need to get a capacitor. Um, I think I might actually let's unfit that. See if I have something in my hangar to help with that. Check. See what my ship looks like. So it would, this is, yeah, pretty bad. So that's what was going on. It was depleting before I had a chance to get there. So because it was depleting, I couldn't actually run the thing that I needed to run, which was giving me all kinds of headaches. Yeah. Customize character. I was going to customize the character. I guess not. Oh, there he is. Ah, hold on. I got to send something to Heather. All right. Toggle close. Gender. I want to. Think I might need to make this guy bald. Do hair. Bald. Oh, that's like not complete bald. I don't have complete bald. I want complete. Uh, no. So obviously the first one is probably the best. There we go. Yo, 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 yo. Ah, put clothes on. Put clothes on. Okay. Eh. Well, I like that. So there we go. Finally. Hey, look, I got my picture up there now. Yay! It's not just a blank piece. Yay! I got, and we were, yes, yes, slowly losing his mind because he can't get the crap to work because he doesn't understand every little bit of this game. This is a very technical game. I will say this. It is a very, very technical game. This isn't one of those games where it's just like, hey, you can easily do this and that. No, it's very technical. You have to know like a lot of technical stuff to get the full grasp of the game, in my opinion. And I enjoy the game. I enjoy the game a hell of a lot. But yeah, there's just I don't have the time to learn all the technical jargon that comes along with it and knowing all the specs and whatnot. This is very much a spec heavy game, technical heavy game, and I do not understand a lot of it. So, yeah. All right, but we are going to bounce for the time being. I am thinking about getting, like I said, I want to get back. I got this sci-fi kick, and Elite Dangerous might do it for me, but I highly doubt it. But we will see. But I will be back. I might be back tomorrow. I'm not too sure if I were or not. Depends on a whole lot of stuff. Depends on a whole lot of stuff, actually. Depends on what goes on tomorrow with the pest control, if they show up or not at a reasonable time, or if they're in here at like 10 o'clock, then I'll probably be streaming before 11. Because I don't want to stream, then pause stream halfway through, or be in the middle of a game and not being able to pause it and have to go answer the door, let them in, walk, and I don't have to walk them through, but I do anyways. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow because of that. But as always, I do appreciate everyone that has joined, everyone that has stopped in. We are trying to hit 200. Can't pause your online game. No, can't pause. Can't you just pause your Nintendo? Mom, it's not a Nintendo. And no, you can't pause online games. But yeah, thanks for everyone that's joined in. We are trying to get to 275 followers. We were at 260. I don't know if someone deleted their account or they got someone unfollowed or whatever, but we are down to 259. But we are still trying to hit that 250, that 275. Also, TikTok.com/RockRoberts. Look for me there. I'm trying to hit 1,000 followers over there, so I can stream over there. I can do live over there, and hopefully we can get to that here pretty soon. I don't really post a lot of content over there, and it is very sporadic, and I do apologize. And I'm not going to say I want to get better. I have on moments and off moments with TikTok. Like I'll spend like so much time on there, and then I'd go like a week, 2 weeks without doing anything on there. So, it is what that is. So, yeah. But I will holler at you all whenever I get a chance. Also, don't forget, go look for Final Fantasy House Hunters over there on YouTube. Check out the videos. Season 2 is up, and we just had episode 3 go live Saturday. Episode 4 part 1 will be going live again Saturday noon Eastern time. Every Saturday Eastern, 12 noon. Hit it up. We do have new episodes going up for this season. Season's only going to be 8 full episodes long. Episode 4 is 3 part. So we do have some episodes in the chamber ready to be edited and ready to go back on the YouTubes. So check that out. Also check out all my social links below. Thank you always, and I will see each and every one of you back again later. Peace.
I've been through a long journey to the top tier. Seen a lot of strawberry, but I'm still here. Seen the hardest all scurry, I do not fear. I have never budged in death's face, I rock stairs. Prince, I have always been a different caliber. Since the beginning, never had a problem killing amateurs. And when I was a child, I trained to battle any challenges. To represent the sands, I would take on any traveler. I had the guts to lead this whole new weather. It